Hello students, in this video we are going to talk about structural representation of organic compound. For studying organic chemistry, you need to understand first carbon structure. Student find it difficult to read or to understand the carbon structures. Organic chemistry is full of carbon structures, so you need to first understand the carbon and its structures. Basically, in this video we are going to set some rules for the organic chemistry, and for this video that we are only dealing with hydrocarbons. First, for the introduction, we are only going to deal with the hydrocarbons. Then after understanding hydrocarbon, we can move further and understand the different classes of organic compounds and their representation. For this lecture, we are going to only talk about hydrocarbons. Then here I have to already stated, but here I am stating it again. Organic structures, organic molecules are covalent. That means they will contain a covalent bond. And in this video, we are going to talk about only single bonds. That means carbon is going to form only single bond here. What is mean by single bond and double bond? If carbon and carbon having this bond here of 2 electrons, then this carbon and this carbon having double bond, and this carbon having triple bond, we are not going to consider the double bond structures or triple bond structures. We are going to only consider what? The single bond structures. Then if this all is said, that we are going to talk about only hydrocarbons, we are going to talk about only hydrocarbons, then we are going to talk about the organic molecule or organic. This we have to know, organic molecules are what? Covalent. And the third point, the organic molecule is going to form, or carbon is going to form only single bonds. Then you will enjoy this. Okay? This carbon, if it is forming 4 bonds, it has this 4 electrons here and can form the bonds with this hydrogen. Let me show this hydrogen in different color. This is the hydrogen. Then this bonding will let carbon achieve its octet state, and this will be the covalent bonding. Now this molecule that I am showing is methane, and here carbon is having what? 4 bonds. Then carbon is tetravalent. Essentially carbon is tetravalent. That means it is having 4 valencies. Then this kind of representation, where we show electrons as dot or cross, this kind of representation is called Lewis dot structures. Now this Lewis dot structures will allow you to understand the carbon with electron distribution, but we are less interested in this Lewis dot structures. We are interested in different representations. Now this molecule, simplest of the organic molecule, methane, can be represented in different way like this. Now what, sir, this is the same thing in your drawn? No, this makes a difference, because here we are showing electrons, here we are showing what? Electrons, but here we are showing just a dash, and we are understanding that this dash represents 2 electrons and forming a bond. Now this is what you have to understand, that each this bond will carry what? 2 electrons, one from carbon and one from what? Other element. In this case it is hydrogen. Then moving further, here let me give you one simple chain of carbon atom like this, 3 carbon chain. Then I will show how this carbon is going to form a bonds and how they are going to be represented. For the purpose, I will name this carbon as carbon number 1, carbon number 2, carbon number 3. For understanding, I have given numbers to this carbon, carbon number 1, carbon number 2, carbon number 3. Then you consider this electrons from this carbon, 4 electrons will be there. Then I will show it by different color. For carbon number 2, 4 electrons here. Then I will show it by different color for carbon number 3, this one. Now all these electrons are essentially the same, electron is going to stay the same, but here for the purpose of understanding I'm writing this electron in different colors. Then this carbon number 1 is having 4 bonds. That means one with this carbon, this is the bond with 2 electrons, one from carbon number 1, one from carbon number 2. Then I have to show hydrogen here, this electron, hydrogen and this electron, hydrogen and its electron. As hydrogen is only atom with atomic number only 1, so it has only 1 electron, so this carbon is going to form these bonds, 4 bonds. Then can you understand bonds from this carbon, it is going to form a bond with this hydrogen. Let me show it. This hydrogen, it will give 1 electron, and this hydrogen will give 1 electron. So for carbon number 2, tell me the valencies. It is having 1 bond with this carbon number 1, 1 bond with this carbon number 3, this bond, and 1 bond with this hydrogen and 1 bond with this hydrogen. Then what about carbon number 3? Carbon number 3 is sharing 1 electron with carbon number 2, so carbon number 2 is also giving 1 electron. So basically this is the covalent bond. All these bonds are covalent. We are restricting this discussion to single bonds only. So this is only a single bond formed between this carbon and this carbon, and we can show it by representing hydrogens for this carbon, these 3 electrons from this hydrogens. So there are 3 hydrogens. Then I hope I tried to explain how this works. This carbon number 1 is bonded with what? This hydrogen and this hydrogen. So sir, this is only 3 bonds. No, it can also or you can understand this carbon is also bonded with what? Carbon number 2. Then can you show 4 bonds of carbon number 2? It's with this hydrogen and this carbon and this carbon. Then you have to understand this carbon, it is having 4 bonds. How? That carbon number 3 is having bond with carbon number 2, then this hydrogen and this hydrogen. Then this all is complete. Then this kind of structure where I'm actually I have shown this dash here, but this dash will not work if you understood that this dash will have no meaning if you understood that each bond carries 2 electrons. So this kind of representation is called Lewis dot structure. Now Lewis dot structure, we show all the bonded element with their valence electrons. We show all the bonded element with the valence electron. Now you consider this structure, then I am drawing a partially condensed structure. Now what is mean by this partially condensed structure? This partially condensed structure will allow you to write this molecule in different fashion. How? This is the carbon, and essentially this is the carbon number 1. Then how you can write this partially condensed structure for this carbon number 1? Carbon number 1 has one bond with this carbon number 2, and carbon number 2 is having one bond with carbon number 3. Then what you do, this carbon number 1 has 3 bonds with this hydrogen, this one here, this one here, and this one here. Then we can consider writing these 3 hydrogens like this. Then carbon number 1, this carbon, this bond. So you will say that this carbon is having only single bond, but no, this carbon is having what? 3 bonds with this hydrogen also. This carbon is having bonds with, this is carbon number 2. You understand this carbon number 2. Carbon number 2 is having bond with what? Carbon number 1 and carbon number 3. And also they are having bond with what? Carbon hydrogen and other hydrogen. This hydrogen and this hydrogen. So we can represent it by saying this 2. Then this carbon is having 3 bonds. Then you can represent it by like this. So basically this structure, I will simplify it because it became messy. This CH3, CH2, CH3. Then this kind of structure we call partially condensed structure. Then what is fully condensed structure? In partially condensed structure, actually I have not shown any kind of bond with hydrogen or any kind of dot cross. Dot cross if you are showing, then that is your Lewis dot structure. Then if you are not showing only the bonds with carbon-carbon, or this carbon-carbon bonds I have shown, this carbon-carbon bond I have shown, but not all the bonds I have shown, because this hydrogen bonds I have kept hidden, because this you have to understand that these three hydrogens are bonded with what? This carbon. Then this is called partially condensed structure. So then what will be the fully condensed structure? Now fully condensed structure, we don't call it fully condensed structure, we call it as condensed structure. Now in this condensed structure we can show it CH3, then we can show CH2, and then we can show CH3. That means this is your fully condensed structure. What is difference between this condensed structure and partially condensed structure and fully condensed structure? In fully condensed structure, I have also try not to show this carbon-carbon bonds. That you have to understand. This carbon, this is carbon number 1, having 3 bonds with this hydrogen, and then having 1 bond with this carbon. This carbon is attached to 2 hydrogen, and this carbon, and then this carbon. Then you will end up understanding all this after 1 or 2 lectures, but actually if you understood here it will be better. Then honestly this is going to be very simple, and looking back you will realize that this will be very simple, and sir were telling for 1.5 hours these structures. Okay, then that will be that is going to happen definitely, you believe me. Then this is Lewis dot structure, this is partially condensed structure, and this is what condensed structure. Then I will go beyond this and I will draw something like this and tell you that this is the same structure that this represents, and this represents, and this represents. Why? Because in organic hydrocarbon structures you are drawing lots of carbon and lots of hydrogen. So instead of drawing lots of carbon and lots of hydrogen, you can always consider this structure, which eventually will become your habit, bond line structure. Now this bond line structure, in this bond line structure you have to understand that we are not showing carbon or hydrogen, we are not showing anything, but we are understanding everything, just because here simple rule is carbon has 4 bonds. A carbon is tetrahedral. Then in order to understand this bond line structure, you look closely. This is your terminal of this line that will represent a carbon. Then this is your angle. You are actually studying angles in mathematics. No? This is your angle. This is also what? Carbon. And this is also be what? Carbon. So this structure represents 3 carbon. Then you talk about that this is the full representation, that this carbon, you worry about this carbon, this I am showing here. How many bonds it is showing with this carbon? This is carbon number 1, carbon number 2. Then this bond is with carbon number 2. Then how many bonds remaining? 3 bonds remaining. Then 3 must have hydrogen. And this one is hydrogen, this one is hydrogen, this one is hydrogen. And all you need to understand is these hydrogens I have not shown. Then going again back to the structure, you understand that this carbon carries 3 hydrogen, this carbon carries what? 2 hydrogen, and this carbon carries what? 3 hydrogen. Then this you compare with this structure, this one, this actually I will redraw this structure for you here, that is partially condensed structure. Actually this is this structure partially condensed structure. Actually this is complete representation. Then complete representation can be of electron dot or can be of these bonds. Then you understand these 3 hydrogens, where are they? They are here to this carbon. These 2 hydrogens, where are they? They are at here, that this carbon, because 2 bonds are completed, so 2 bonds remaining. And these 3 hydrogens will be here because 1 bond is completed, 3 bonds remaining. So I will redraw all this for better understanding. We are not going to show Lewis dot structure because we understood that each bond contains 2 electrons, one from one atom, another atom. Then this is the complete structure. Then partially condensed structure. Then here it is, condensed structure. Then last is bond line structure. Now we'll consider all this together complete structure. I will give you one example of this structure. C, H, H and H. You know this carbon, due to catenation it can form various bonds. So this is the structure. This one hydrogen, and this one is having 3 hydrogens like this, and this is having 1 hydrogen. Then for the complete understanding complete structure, you name this carbon. I will name this carbon as A, or okay, I can't name this as ABC because C is again a carbon synonym as our carbon. Then I will consider this as X, Y, Z, W. Okay, this X, Y, Z, W. Then you have to understand X is attached to what? Y. This attachment you have to understand. Y attached to what? W. Then this Y attached to what? Z. Then this is the complete structure. Can I compress it or condense it partially? Then I will show only carbon-carbon bonds, but I will not show hydrogen bonds. Then this is the carbon, that is X, which is attached to carbon, which is what? Y, which is attached to carbon, which is what? W, which is attached to carbon, which is what? Z. Then this will be the carbon framework or carbon skeleton or carbon structure. Then you can compress these hydrogens. You tell me these hydrogens are attached to which carbon? These three hydrogens are attached to which carbon? They are attached to X carbon. So I can write it here like this, CH3. Then you understood that X carbon have valencies with what? 3 with hydrogen and 1 with what? Carbon. And this carbon is basically, I have named it for understanding purpose, it is what? Y. Then can you show hydrogen for Y carbon? How many valencies of Y carbon are with carbon and with hydrogen? Y carbon is basically attached to what? X carbon, then W carbon, and then what? Z carbon, but it is only attached to one hydrogen. So I can show this one hydrogen right here. This one CH, then this Y carbon, this is the Y carbon which is having single hydrogen I have shown. Then in this W carbon is attached to what? Y carbon, so it is having 3 bonds with what? Hydrogen. So this is what? CH3. And this Z is having 3 hydrogens, so it is what? CH3. Then this is your partially condensed structure. I hope you understood that this is W carbon and this is what? Z carbon. Then can I draw a condensed structure for this? Fully condensed structure. And I will be able to draw because I can do that, but will you be able to understand it? I am drawing here CH3. I am enclosing it in a square bracket. Then I am writing 3 here and then I am writing CH. Can you understand this structure? Now this CH3 thrice represents CH3 3 times. You tell me this CH3, this CH3 and this CH3 is attached to what? Y. So this is essentially your what? Y carbon. And this CH3 I have condensed just to show minimum bonding. I have condensed it and I have shown it like this, CH3 thrice. Then this is your condensed structure. Then this H is where in this structure? This is Y carbon's H. Then bond line structure. What remains is bond line structure. In order to show bond line structure for the same molecule, you can consider writing this carbon. Okay, I will redraw. Now I have to only show carbon as dots, so I will show it as dots. How many carbons are there in our molecule? 1, and then it is 2, and then it is 3, and then it is what? 4. Then you have to understand that this X is here, this Y is here, and then this Z is here, and then this W is here. Then we can attach them like this, and like this, and then we can leave the structure. And this is done. This is done. We can draw it like this, and this is done because you consider that this represents a carbon. This one, okay, sorry. This is the structure. You have to understand that this represents your Y carbon, this represents your X carbon, and this also represents your W carbon, and this carbon represents your Z carbon. Then where is hydrogens? Then you have to understand that this carbon carries bonds with 3 hydrogen, this carbon carries bond with 1 hydrogen, this carbon carries bond with 3 hydrogen, and this carbon also carries bond with 3 hydrogen. So this is the bond line structure. If you understood this, then it will be going to be it is going to be simple for you understand the organic chemistry. Then I will give another example. This time I will make it simple for students who are not getting what I am talking. ठीक. Now this one is the structure, complete structure I am giving. This one CH3 CH2 CH2. This can be a thousand carbon long chain, but I am showing it like this. This is your 4 carbon hydrocarbon, single bonds only, and this is what your complete structure. Then this complete structure can we consider drawing a partially condensed structure for this structure. Yes, we can draw it. First CH3 is there. This one is what? CH3. Then it is what? CH2. This one is CH2. Then it is what? CH2. This one. Then it is what? CH3. Then this is your partially condensed structure. Partially condensed structure. Now, can I fully condense it fully? Then I have to show CH3. Then I don't need no need to show this carbon-carbon bonds. Then it is what? CH2. Then it is what? CH2. Then it is what? CH3. And this molecule is the same as this molecule. Only the way of representation will differ. Then this is partially condensed structure. Then I can also draw a bond line structure. Bond line structure. Then you can understood by name itself, bond and a line. Then a bond between carbon and the carbon, you can't show it like this. You no need to solidify this carbon like this. You simply show like 1, 2, 3 and done. Just because understood this, just because this is your CH3, this one, then I have to show it by different color. This is your, okay, stick it here. This is your CH3, then this is your CH2, then this is your CH2, and this is your CH3. Then this bond line structure represents this carbon 1, 2, 3 and 4. This carbon will carry 3 hydrogen, this carbon will carry 2 hydrogen, this carbon will carry 2 hydrogen, this carbon will carry 3 hydrogen. So basically I hope you understood this purpose of this lecture. Structural representation of organic compounds. We were talking about hydrocarbons only. The organic molecules are covalent, that you know, and then we are restricting our discussion to the compounds or the molecules which are having only single bonds. Then carbon is tetrahedral, and this partially condensed structure, and then fully condensed structure, and then this bond line structure, this all the condensed structure, partially condensed and fully. This all video you revise it again and again. You be familiar. बच्चों यहाँ पे क्या करना है, कार्बन के साथ आपको दोस्ती करनी है. अगर कार्बन के साथ आपकी दोस्ती हो जाए, एक बार अगर कार्बन के साथ आपकी दोस्ती हो जाए, तो ऑर्गेनिक जैसा सिंपल टॉपिक कोई नहीं है. आपको सिर्फ कार्बन, उसके 4 बॉन्ड, बस उसके इधर उधर घूमना है. यू बिलीव मी, ऑर्गेनिक से सिंपल टॉपिक कोई नहीं है. आपको सिर्फ कार्बन के साथ क्या करना है, दोस्ती बढ़ानी है. मतलब कार्बन को समझना है, मेरी बातें समझनी है. ऑर्गेनिक में एक बार बेस गलत हो गया बच्चों, तो कुछ भी कर लो, आपको ऑर्गेनिक नहीं आएगा.